Hey everyone, welcome to Adventures in Everyday Cooking, where every day can be an adventure in your kitchen. My name is Heather, and today we are going to solve a little bit of a problem. Now, I don't know how often I am making a recipe and I go into my pantry to get one of those pantry staples, and I am plumb out of sweetened condensed milk. I know, it is a bummer, and you're like, oh, I have to go to the store because there's really nothing else you can use in that recipe, right? No, actually, that's what today's video is. We're going to make sweetened condensed milk at home. It takes 4 ingredients and about 30 minutes of your time, and you will not even know the difference. So if you're ready for this adventure, let's get started. What you're gonna need is 2 cups of milk, 3/4 of a cup of sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 4 tablespoons of butter. Okay, this should be a really quick video because it is so easy to make your own sweetened condensed milk at home. You'll be surprised, and you probably will never buy it again. Now, one thing I wanted to mention is that when you make this is only good in your refrigerator for 1 week. So you can't like make it ahead and then have it for the whole month. You should make it like once a week. This sweetened condensed milk tastes great in a multitude of recipes, and even try it in your coffee. I don't put it in my coffee, but my son does, and he loves it. And you can also make this into like a creamer of sorts. That's a different story for a different video, but this is an amazing recipe. All right, so let's put our 2 cups of milk into our saucepan, and we're gonna get it on a low simmer. And while that's warming up, let's go ahead and add in our 3/4 of a cup of sugar. And we're gonna give that a good whisk. Now, the next 30 minutes of your life are going to be spent stirring this concoction. You don't have to stir constantly, but you do want to stir regularly. So we just don't want it to stick to the bottom of the pan and get a little burnt, really. But we're gonna wanna cook this for about 30 minutes or until it is reduced by half. So once it comes to a simmer, I am gonna go ahead and start my timer, and then it'll be about 30 minutes. But I can do a ton of other things while this is going on, because like I mentioned, you don't have to stir constantly, just regularly. So I'll get my spoon rest, set it here, and as I go about my kitchen getting ready for my next recipe, I'll just come over here and be like, oh yeah, I see that, I need to stir. And as it starts to cook, you will see your milk kind of curdle and separate. That is totally normal. Just keep stirring ever so slightly and it will be just fine. What we're ultimately doing here is we are simmering off all of the liquid and condensing it down, making it, of course, sweetened condensed milk. Okay, you guys, the time is up, and this has reduced to half, as you can see. Looks fantastic. So what we're going to do now is we're going to turn off the burner. Get it off of the heat. Mine is already off the heat because it's an induction burner, so the heat cuts right away. We're gonna add 1 teaspoon of vanilla, or a little more. Get that whisked in. And then we're gonna add all of our butter, 4 tablespoons. And we're just gonna whisk using that residual heat until it is well combined. Oh, it smells so good. Seriously, if you have made the Mexican rice pudding recipe using the sweetened condensed milk, it's delicious. You'll have to do it. Okay, here we go. All right, let's pour it into our jar. And there we have it. A sweetened condensed milk ready for your next recipe. Go ahead and put a lid on that, get it in the refrigerator. It will thicken just a little bit as it cools, and then use it in your favorite recipe. How easy, right? You can buy it at the store for like $3 or however much these cost, or you can make it at home for just pennies. And I mean, it tastes so much better. I should taste it. It's a little hot though. I didn't want to taste it because it's so hot, and it'll take a while to cool, but I'll taste a little bit. Oh, this is pure sugar. Pure milk sugar. It's so good. Put that in your drink. It's amazing. All right, you guys. Well, if you enjoyed that video, give it a like, share it with your friends, and subscribe to my channel. I do videos several times a week, and I'm always looking for the next adventure. So if you have an idea for me, leave it in the comments below. Otherwise, you guys, I'm gonna let this cool and then I'm gonna use both of these in one of my recipes that is coming up very shortly. What is it? I don't know. You'll have to stay tuned to find out. All right, you guys, we'll see you on the next adventure. Bye.